StudioPlug.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is StudioPlug, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make a Travis Scott type beat. This is gonna be more like that Wonder Girl style and Eastbound. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what sounds I have. I will be using two Omnisphere VSTs, one Dune 2 VST, actually three Omnisphere VSTs, and I'm also gonna have two hi-hats. One is gonna be a regular hat, one is gonna be a reverse. I have an open hat, a clap, a dark bass, regular 808 bass, and I have the kick also. So let me go ahead and play you guys the VST sounds. So these three right here are Omnisphere, and this one is a Dune 2 preset, and the names are there for the sounds. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay down the melody. I will be diving into a MIDI kit for this one, so it will be the 55 million MIDI kit, and I will go to dub sound and put the sound into the big addictive keys, which is the first sound we have. So let's go ahead and drag it in. And this is the melody right here. Go ahead and zoom out. So now you guys see it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys, and then I'm gonna move it up tempo just a bit. So I'm gonna push push control up just to bring it up a couple of keys. Let's go ahead and push shift up. Alright, so it sounds pretty dark right there, giving it that Travis Scott vibe. The next thing I'm going to do is copy the sound and paste it onto the Whistler Bell VST. So let's go ahead and play it and see how it sounds. Alright, so let's go ahead and record our melody over it. Let's click this recording button and push play. Now that we have it down, let's get into the sound and just fix it up a bit just so it's not everywhere. Such a big mess. Now I'm gonna copy the sound and paste it onto the Dune 2 VST that I have open. So now that we have our instruments laid out, let's go ahead and add the hi-hats now by filling it for each two steps. Alright, so now that we have the hi-hats down, let's go ahead and add the reverse hi-hats that we have here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start laying down the open hats that we have here. So we have some pretty simple hi-hats here. Reverse hi-hat just to give it a little bit more of a touch to the beat. Simple open hat and the clap little rhythm that we have going on. I'll probably switch it to just more of a regular clap when it gets to the verse. And the hook would have the extra 4 claps. So let's go ahead and start adding the bass now. Let's make sure that they're on the same key. Well, this is the dark bass, so let's see how it sounds. For the dark bass, I'm just going to go ahead and follow the last notes that we have here and just match it up, and then we'll bring it up an octave or two. Alright, so for this part, I'm just going to add the 808 now. We're going to want to edit it though, so let's go ahead and right click on it and push edit. Now that we're in there, let's go ahead and just zoom in into that red part that I have highlighted. What we're going to do is set it a loop, that way the 808 does not end as we're playing it. So we're going to set it from where one wave starts to where it ends. So we'll start from here to about here. Set the loop, and that way you'll be able to hear if your loop is good or not. Then click on this little arrow so it doesn't move. Have it in one spot, and let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more. That way we can get into detail and see how it sounds. So that buzzing sound might be coming from the end, so let's go ahead and just shrink it down a bit. Now that you have it set, click on this little loop bar and set loop. Double click out of it. Now that you have it set, just grab this little dragging icon and drag it on top of the 808 that you had. And now we have an endless 808. You can hear that it has a little bit of error in it, but it's fine. We're just going to put it to a track anyway. So let's go to rename it and take away the numbers that it gave us. That way it keeps its color. And I'll add the kick after the 808, but before we do that, we're gonna have to set it into the mixer track. So let's go and push Control-Shift-L to have all our sounds there after we have them highlighted. So we're gonna mess with the 808 first, just so we could get that Wonder Girl distorted bass. And I'm taking away some of the low end as I want more of the distortion rather than more of a bassy feel. It's still going to have bass in it regardless, but we're not going to have that extra jumpy bass in this, as it's more of a distorted bass. So now we have our bass set. Let's go ahead and just lay it down right here. So I have the other bass muted because I don't want the basses to crash. So let's go ahead and get into the piano roll. It's going to be off since I do not have it down, but I'm just going to go ahead and follow along with the notes as I did with the dark bass, and from there we'll find the tempo by moving it up or the octave. That way everything is on cue. So let's go ahead and duplicate by highlighting them and pushing Control B. From here, let's push Control up. So let's go and find the key now. So it seems like it's already on key, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it down now by pushing Control down. Alright, so now that we have the key, I'm gonna make it more of that Wonder Girl 808 bass by adding a glide. So right here, I'm gonna hit the glide and see where I want my glides to hit. So let's go ahead and just do that. So I'm gonna highlight all the notes that are not a slide and push Alt L just to stretch it out and accept. Then I'm gonna go into this one. What makes this one a slide is you can tell the difference if you kind of zoom in. You'll see that it has this little slide on it. So I'm going to zoom out and bring the slide to where I want it. So now that we have our 808 down, I'm gonna go into the 808 settings, bring down the attack, bring up the hold all the way, and bring every other knob down. Go back to your attack and just bring it up just a little bit, and the tension as well. That way the kick could fit in. So to get the kick in, we're just gonna copy it and paste it onto the kick sound. Let's go ahead and delete all the slides since the kick's not gonna need it. And bring up all your notes that you have down to C5. Or you guys can match it with the 808 also if you guys want. I'm just gonna leave it all to C5. Alright, so now that we have all the sounds down, I'm just gonna bring them all to the mixer. They're already here. So alright, so now that I have it all down, I'm just gonna level it quick. Let's go ahead and begin leveling it. Alright, last thing I'm gonna do is just get into the piano roll of the hi-hat and just mess with it just a bit. So get into the note panning and highlight the selected on top and just move them left to right or however you want it. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys like to see next, and I'll try my best to push it out for you guys. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.